yards, and Patterson lined up behind him, and they feed Jaret Patterson right off the get-go. And Patterson, they seem to go fast, but slowed it down. Patterson left side with it, cuts back inside. There's the pressure coming. They hand it off to Patterson, though, and he slips to the right, and he's able to get a good pickup there, almost 6 from third all-time in Buffalo history in rushing yardage, 118 from second. That is caught
for the open play.
Pickup of 27, back to the ground they go. It's Patterson. And they clog him up there.
Every football game.
Bowling Green is without 5 coaches tonight, including their defensive coordinator, Brian Van Gorder. They're all in COVID protocol as Patterson busts up the middle, and Jaret Patterson and Buffalo strike first.
He had these motions that come across. You see the tight end kick out, and then Jaret does what he does best, find the hole and be explosive. He's not a guy that you're going to bring hard to stop when you got a guy like Kyle Van Treese running the show.
Yeah, and it makes for nightmares for defensive coordinators. Patterson's got it right side, broke a tackle, cuts back in, flag came in. Patterson's got the first down, 67 yards in a decisive win for Buffalo. Patterson wanted to go left, now comes back right. Good pursuit to the football there. 3 brown shirts right here, needing the 30-yard line. Patterson with it. And Jaret Patterson. And Treese came into this one after 2 games leading the MAC in passing yards. Feeds Patterson. Jaret Patterson, another good chunk there he picked up.
This time they're doing a great job of at least penetrating and making the Patterson at least make a guy miss before he breaks the line of scrimmage.
Yep, he made one miss there, and he picks up. I wish we could show his face, his reacts. It was great. He said, no, this one means.
He's going to take everything from the dances to the motivational speeches to the energy that it brings to a defense in this game.
He has so far. First down here, Van Treese comes out throwing. That one's short.
His jersey's so clean.
Chick-fil-A, what do you think, Qdoba? Here's Patterson right side, bursting for the hole.
Excited for each other is something special.
Yeah, and the head coach, Lance Leipold, is Patterson again. Another big chunk there, cuts back inside. Takes it across the 45 to the 46, and it was very interesting in talking with Lance Leipold yesterday. He said these guys are constantly rooting for each other.
It's interesting to see 2 running backs that want the ball so much, but be so big of fans of each other. You know, anytime you got one guy going out there making a big play, another guy's cheering him on. And that's the type of locker room and running back position room you need to have a successful offense, because everybody eats. Because they're all around backs. They're not just a one-way go type of guy.
And of course the broadcast jinx right there as they get him for
who took a little time trying to find that right position, but when he fit in, he hit it full speed.
From the gun, Van Treese comes out firing, near side picks. That is every reception for Buffalo so far. 3rd and 2 here. And Colby
really adjust until the last second, but usually it's too late.
Out of the gun, they feed Patterson. Not much there. You see the first down line there, the orange line. Lines, of course, are unofficial, but what do you think, Malik?
Not only is Jaret short,
here they come to the line. They need a yard. Van Treese hands off Patterson, trying to break through, and Patterson does finish. Jaret Patterson right there. Breaks a couple of tackles. They scored on all 4 of their possessions against Miami. Patterson does a good job when they played 272 in the first half of 298. Van Treese taking a shot into the corner of the end zone, and the fade was in motion. Patterson drags a defender, and Patterson, good pickup, but they're going to be a couple. Big city for them.
What a way to lose. I had a similar game when we played Kentucky at Florida, where we scored 2 touchdowns on similar plays,
really,
like they had at Western Michigan last night. And let me tell you, that's a disheartening way to lose.
Oh, I can only imagine. Alongside Malik Zaire, my name is Ben Holden. Here's a look back at Patterson on that run on first down.
I just love the way Patterson moves. Him not being as physically tall as other running backs, the things that defenders do to try to tackle him, he can avoid and still keep balance and stay on his feet, and that's what makes him a tough running back to handle.
I mean, look at him right there. He just gets away from them, try to get him around the ankle. I mean, you're not going to bring him down around the ankle at all.
He's got a lot of jump cuts, and I played it like a little bit like Barry Sanders, not from the sense of always making guys miss, but the way he's running. He's got a lot of jump cuts, quick cuts, and he's one cut going. He's one cut vertical, and from his stature, I'm telling you, it's hard to hit a bowling ball moving.
It looks like it at times, but he gets it done. He needs just 5 yards to become number 2 all-time in program history. James Starks is the guy he's chasing, and Patterson might have got it there. They get the first down on 3rd and a yard. Gain of 3, so he's still a couple away from climbing into 2nd all-time.
And just look at just the relationship between a guy like Patterson and Marks. I'm sure that they both are aware of what's going on from the stats.
Yeah.
And just the ability for them to just be like, you got this one, guys. You got this. You can take these reps, get your record, and I'll get mine on the back end. Just shows how close that relationship between those 2 stars really are.
And that's special. You don't see that a lot because you see a lot of guys be in the transfer portal the next day. Look at Patterson, cuts outside, puts his head down, runs over the defender down near the 20s, 25-yard line. Cy Dabney finally took him down.
Just making it look so easy. He even got a little high step in there, just to show you the flash of what he can bring, and then that's how you finish runs. I mean, this number 5 isn't a small guy.
Right.
But for a small guy to run over.
Tight end LaFave in motion. Feed Patterson once again. I mean, just look at that. I mean, look how hard it is to get that guy down. I mean, 4 shirts that carries 34 yards. He's moved into 2nd all-time. Buffalo program history in rushing yards. Patterson to the outside, cuts back inside. Fresh set of downs here inside of the red zone from the 15-yard line. Fake to Patterson. Van Treese looking. Van Treese throws. It is caught and came out. Got a Burns. Patterson, stiff arm. Patterson breaks free. Touchdown. Jaret Patterson. The hat trick for Patterson is 3rd of the night.
He's doing this thing. Check out the feet. The little stutter right there was just enough to get the defender off balance, and then he's going to use his speed to round a little slow. But that second half, when they come out, they definitely show that they live up to the side of the logo on their helmet. They definitely come out and are bulls and are bullies when it comes to offense.
Here's one for you. Maybe it's Red Bull, not Gatorade.
Oh, yeah, I like that too.
Patterson in the game with Marks as well, and Patterson breaks away over midfield. Patterson's got 1 to beat. Can he do it? Stiff arm, and he's forced out of bounds. Jaret Patterson, a monster run. Davion Daniels saved the touchdown to set up 1st and goal, gain of 67.
And Buffalo hasn't done any different than all game. They slide a tight end to the edge, and they run these outside zones and let Jaret Patterson be in the size he is, crease. But the thing about him is he doesn't wear down. He can.
Of Kyle Van Treese. He's north of 200 in the game. Patterson takes it. You're getting 7-8 yards. There's every team right now. You're playing 6 games in the Mid-American Conference. MAC championship game, of course, will be 7 in a bowl game. So you're going to play 8 games max in the
100 yards of offense off of 3 or 4 plays just designed differently. That's the type of team that you know can compete with anybody in the country.
Here's Patterson. They flung him, so he's got the hat trick once again against Bowling Green. Feed him again. Plenty of room, just walks through there. Patterson breaks away. Jaret Patterson trying to find the end zone. He'll outrun everybody, and he finds it.
Mr. Nifty. Mr. Nifty.
57.
Wow, how does he continue to keep going? I mean, he definitely circled this on the calendar because he wanted to outdo his last performance, which is a hard thing to overshadow. But check this play out. It just shows you why he's nifty in the pocket. Look at that, making guys miss in small spaces. For a guy to do that, and then on top of that, he's a hard guy to bring down, just shows that Mr. Nifty is a